Hello everyone, Igor Ekimov with you. Today we have a review of a convenient case for storing and carrying the HS-02 soldering iron, with a built-in stand. I will consider the advantages and disadvantages of this box. I have a review of the FNIRSI HS-02 soldering irons on my channel. I will leave the link in the description. If you are interested in videos about electrics and electronics, then subscribe to the channel and click the bell. I am grateful for your likes and reposts. The box is packed in a typical FNIRSI style. In such packaging, it can be given to the owner of the FNIRSI HS-02 soldering iron for a birthday or other holiday. Before this, the soldering iron was sold in such a box, which is not very convenient. Almost everything fits in this box, except for the power supply and cord. We take out the box. Here is such a solidly made stand made of hard plastic. Here I am trying to bend it. It holds its shape well. There is a film on top that covers the dark glass. Let's remove it. I think the glass is purely decorative. If you think differently, write about it in the comments. There are rubber feet below. And here is the solder outlet in the form of a wire. I open the box. There is space for 5 tips. This is the glass. It is almost opaque. The soldering iron is installed here. There is a coil with solder, which is held by a magnetic latch. This solder hole also has a magnetic latch. There is a soldering iron stand here, cast entirely of metal, most likely duralumin. Here is a place where you can clean the soldering iron, and this is a place for rosin. If desired, this entire structure can be removed and used for other small soldering items. If you need to change the filler for cleaning the soldering iron, this can be easily done by removing this metal plate. I will leave this structure. I put it in place. Here I put my soldering iron in the box. This is the FNIRSI HS-02A soldering iron. I ordered this box for it. This box is slightly different for the FNIRSI HS-02B soldering irons. It has different sizes of soldering iron tip holders. Otherwise, they are similar. The soldering iron itself holds well with the cap thanks to the lock. Since the extended package includes 1 standard and 5 additional tips, 1 tip is always inserted into the soldering iron. Let's see how this box will look during soldering. Here we have raised the soldering iron stand. It rises quite rigidly and will hold the soldering iron well. Here is the hole for cooling the soldering iron tip. We take out the plate, take out the solder and put the plate back in place. We put the soldering iron in place and everything is ready for soldering. I like that the soldering iron holds quite rigidly, like in a soldering station. And it is convenient to use solder. We need a different tip. They are all at hand. The sharpening is immediately visible. We took it and replaced it. We finished soldering, wound up the solder, secured the end with a magnetic plate, folded the soldering iron and inserted it into the holder. We lowered the soldering iron stand. We can close the box and go to another object. Thanks to the soldering iron cap, it is not necessary to wait for it to cool completely. And if the soldering iron runs out, you can take out the coil and wind new solder on it. Everything is done quite practically, and soldering will bring more pleasure. Personally, I really like this box. With it, the soldering iron kit looks more professional and it is more convenient to use. Much more convenient than the fabric box that was previously included in the kit. I will now use only it. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I will leave a link where I ordered this box in the description. Share the video with those for whom this information is relevant. Like and see you in new and old videos.